And welcome back to Career Build Series. This is episode 212, and so we last episode did a little bit of work on Proteus, added some interior detailing. Came down here. We came in instrument conditions again. We started from the military base, came down here. There was a mission here, and we landed in here, but now there's no mission. We're down here, right about there. And so one thing I want to check out here is how much fuel we burn from Military Island here down to here. So we were at about, what were we running, 10,000 pounds a side. So we burned about, in the area of about 1,000 pounds per side. Let's just quickly do the math here. So it's about 7 pounds per gallon of diesel. So 1,000 divided by 7 is 142 gallons times 3.7 something, so about 540 liters. Not bad. That's pretty good for a vehicle this size that has the capabilities this has. So let's go ahead and go in the back. If you remember last time, added some seats. Oh, I'm stuck. Added some seats here, so we have seating, and we also have a bed. So let's go ahead and sleep. See if we can't get a mission. A mission we can do in this. All right, blue speedboat requires servicing east of Donk Island. I don't have a torch in here, so that's not going to do it. Have been contemplating adding natural disasters into. I haven't decided if I'm going to do that yet. Green tugboat servicing. Now you all going to be service missions because I don't have any torches. Like a rescue mission would be kind of nice. I don't have a fire extinguisher on me either, so it's kind of iffy to be doing a mission in this until I get some more stuff done on it. See if one pops up. Yeah, okay. We're not playing this game of rotating missions that I can't do. So let's go ahead and get this back on the land. We'll do a little bit more work on it. Yeah, see, it's Service City because I can't do any of it. So yeah, just being obnoxious that. So I need to add some more equipment. So that's kind of the name of the game. So let's go ahead and set a waypoint up here. That's about where the end of the runway is. Let's go ahead and we'll get ready. I need to do a couple mechanical fixes on this. So that's set in. So where's the wind? The wind is blowing this way. I'm a little bit iffy if we can take off this way. The wind's pretty light though. If we look at we have a wind indicator on the top here. I think I'm going to turn around and just take off with a tailwind. Quartering tailwind. Yeah, let's do that. We don't need much space, but I don't want to risk going and crashing. So I'm gonna start them all up. Also test our let's check our crossfeed's good. We'll also test our taxiing ability here. We do have, when I'm in the water, I haven't yet to test this. We do have a fin. I don't know if it's moving or not. So let's do this. I'll hold the left alt key and we'll trim in full rudder and I'm going to go check on it here. So I'm going to check and see what we're getting here. I have it set so it's supposed to let me use it when I'm not having tooltips pop up. I need to fix that at some point. Alright, I'll screw with this later. Let's get back inside and put that on my to-do list to check. It's supposed to only operate when I have when I'm in the water. So I have a water sensor in there, so it will tell me if I'm in the water or not. All right, let's get turned in here. So let's go. As you see, asymmetrical thrust works very well in the water. Really hate that click. I really do. We're low on electricity here, so I'm trying to... My gen's all in? Yeah. How's the electricity looking? Yeah, we're low, but we're building now. I increased the thrust. Let's go ahead and set flaps for takeoff. We want about there. We need more prop. Let's go actually about 30 degrees flaps on takeoff. Again, I'm still in the testing phase, getting this set up. Let's go ahead on my number 4. We're going to increase it. As you can see, that will spin us right around. And we'll drop off 1 to help that. As you can see how nicely we turn here. And that's the wind picking that wing up. So we're going to take off with a tailwind, which is not advisable, but we have plenty of runway. So essentially, if you have a 20-knot tailwind, you need to take off 20 knots faster. So let's go ahead and set the prop. I actually set more prop here. I set it all the way to this notch for water takeoffs. That just helps me get off the water a little bit. Takes off the water great. It just takes a little bit of extra effort to get off the water. All right, so we are ready, I think. Look, set up. Let's go. And we're up. No problems. Propeller noise is a little on the loud side. That is something, again, I wish they'd let us tune the... they just put a pitch and volume on those components and let us set the individual sounds of each one. That would be great. Really would. Flaps are up. Climb prop is set. Climb checklist is complete. Alright. Really didn't set too much of my stuff up here. 076. Let's go ahead. Let's go up to 2,000 feet. We're 1,000 for 2,000 already. Let's go ahead and put the... let's configure this. Yeah, we should be heading there. That makes sense. 076. Let's actually move this a little bit. I want a long final approach. People try to land everything like it's a Cessna in game, and then they wonder why they can't land a big, fast aircraft. Alright, so we're on the move here. I'm going to turn down the game sounds just a little bit. Propeller sounds are still too loud, so you know, like I was recommending saying last video, I think the devs would do better by saying, hey, this is the beta update of the sound update, you know, give us your feedback and we'll work on it. You know, that's a little bit of branding is all it takes to kind of smooth things over a little bit, make it a little bit better, but you know, I think they're resistant to that for some reason. Let me reconfigure this. Okay, 075. We're going to be there in less than a minute. That's why I'm kind of, again, I have to start, you know, doing things. The faster I go, the faster I have to do things. So I'll start slowing down here. Fog is still up a little high. No, fog's all right. You see we're coming across there. So we're already here. I'm going to take off the autopilot. So 1,000 feet is the general pattern altitude for an aircraft this size. So probably it would actually be 2,000, but you know, it's a lot of it's based on speed, and we're actually pretty slow. So we're gonna land. Actually, we should have landed into the wind that way, but we probably should have landed this way. I think the wind is coming from here. Let me look. The wind was coming from up here. Yeah. So it would have been smarter to land into the wind that way. But I'm going to just tip my wing. You do have to tip your wing every once in a while sometimes to see. We're going to land with a tailwind. Not a big deal. We're fine. So we're on a kind of a downwind here. So coming across the numbers. So you come across the threshold of the runway, which we just did. We're going to put our gear down. We're going to go set our flaps. And I'm climbing, which I don't want to be doing here. Flaps should be set. Flaps set. Gear down. 3 green. Props coming set for landing. Props are set for landing. Cap-flight 1, 2, 3. Clear to land runway. I don't even know what the runway is. Clear to land. Cap-flight 1, 2, 3. So that would be clear the approach. We used to do taxi lights on. Then when we were cleared to land, we'd put our landing lights on. That was kind of a reminder that we had been cleared already. Nice thing with this plane being able to get nice and slow is that is that we can cut in distances pretty well. So you notice how I added some thrust when I made my turn. You're trading your lift vector. So you're trading some of the lift that keeps you aloft to now turn you. And so one of the ways to gain that lift back is to, you're also adding drag as you're turning, is to add some power. So these things come naturally to me. You may wonder why it's not working well for you, and that could be it. Is, see again, I'm going to turn again. I need to add a little power. All right, we are high, so I'm going to start chopping power, dipping the nose. See how that big tabletop is right in the approach path? I wish the devs would kind of, not do that. Keep your approach paths clear of your runways, please. Because, like, I need to come a little bit more to the north here. And I don't want to because that tabletop is right there, so... I'm in crooked, that's because of the wind. I'm weather vaning into the wind, that's normal. I won't kick my rudder until I get right about in my flare. So you actually do come in crooked like this in real life. And then you want to kick your rudder. And you want to dip your wing into the wind, so you're trading your wing for your rudder. And you actually kind of want to plant it a little hard like that. You want it on the ground so that you now have the wheels taking over that wind correction. Alright, so not the most graceful landing, but we do actually have a quartering tailwind, which is the worst possible way to land. So that's the most challenging way to land. You need to come in faster than you normally would because you subtract the tailwind. So if we have a 20-knot tailwind, our approach speed is 80 knots. We now have to go about essentially 100 knots to to come in and land because we still need the same amount of airflow over the wings to maintain lift. So I'm going to kind of line up with the doors, and we're going to go in here. I'm at the wrong friggin' runway. I'm here. Just noticed that. I'm at the wrong airport. Alright, that's not very graceful. I was wondering why the doors aren't open. I do own this airport, so we're going to go in anyway. Trying to get my nose lined up at the center of the doors here. I should have switched my props to my landing props. I'm doing both brakes and prop now. I need to XML the gear to get more grip. I want realistic grip on the tires. Okay, go ahead and landing taxi lights coming off. I'm gonna go ahead and open the doors so we can recall this to the workbench. A lot of no clipping just because you don't need to watch me jump up and down the sucker like 28 times. You know, when I get a little bit more finished, I can do a little more RP. I just taxiing slow here. We're clear, so see how we have that quartering tailwind? So it was coming off our quarter, so it was coming off right here. That is the worst type of landing. You want to have a headwind, and so we should have landed the other side of the runway. But, as you see, it's doable. You just have to it takes a little experience to kind of know what you have to do to make it work. I'm having no issues with these engine sounds so far. I might dislike them on other vehicles, but again, I don't let my stuff lawnmower. I gear it properly, and so if you gear it properly, it tends to sound fine. Again, you just need to understand that you probably want to run at half the RPM you would in real life, and that sounds better. It functions better. I think the devs often just have things off an order of magnitude. Grip, I think, grip of 2 is about minimum to realistic. So if they just doubled the wheel grip, that would be fine. I think they're off just a hair. All right, so let's take this in. All right, so let's do some work here. Things that are annoying me, the tail wheel. I'll bring up my to-do list here. I closed my to-do list. Let me bring that back up. All right, so bring that up. Fixed tail wheel. So I need to see what the hell is wrong with this tail wheel. This tail wheel is being obnoxious to me. I don't have brakes on my tail wheel. You wouldn't have brakes on your you don't brakes on your nose wheel or your steering wheel, essentially, you have them just on the mains. That's a great way to break your nose wheel off. It's a great way to break your tail wheel off in real life is having brakes on there. You have them on the mains. Power, 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 power. Let's make sure it's not a power issue. That goes to where? That's going to here. That door I know is working, so that should be powered. I'm just going to follow the power train through. That's going to the master. Okay, copy, that works. So that's fine. So I think what's happening is here. If we look, I end up doing this in the mains. I have these down locks here. So as you see, it goes into a hard point. We have a hard point into a hard point. I had to make the arm this long. One reason because if the wheel comes up, you can't have it up here because it will interact. But also I was finding that trying to twist it out of the hard point right here, it was too close and didn't want to twist out. And so that was giving me problems with the mains were not coming unlocked. And so I think I'm having the same problem with the tail wheel, where the tail wheel doesn't want to come unlocked. If you see, I have just a single, it's right there, it rotates out. So I think I'm going to extend the arm on this so that it's kind of the way I had it on the other one. So let's go ahead and start work on this. So what is this? That is a, that can go there. So I can't move it too much, but I can move it some. What is this? That is wedge. So let's see if even moving it by 2. If I move it 2, I run into some ceiling problems, but I think I can deal with that. Yeah, I can still deal with that. So that's all right. So let's try that. Let's do this scientifically here. So let's go ahead. I'll exit. Oh, don't do that, you devil. All right, load up the autosave that I just did. All right, let's put some jack stands on here. So in real life, they have jack points generally on the wing, and then some on the fuselage sometimes. And so you put these just they're jack stands, and so you jack the aircraft up and sit it on the stands, and that's how you test your gear. So let's go ahead and do a gear test here in the hangar. So it's sitting on the jack stands now. Let's go ahead and we will see if we can get that. So the tail wheel is operating fine now, which it does this on jack stands. It's fine, and then in the air it wants to misbehave. Okay, so see now it doesn't want to come down. So let's go fly in there and see what it looks like. So that's up. Okay, this is interesting. Okay, no, it rotated. You can see it rotated here. It seems to be doing it. Okay, so it's going down as well. All right, so I have to keep that in mind. All right, so I have a. Let me try this. So again, it's doing it on jack stands, but it doesn't want to do it properly when I actually get in the air. So now it's doing it. Again, if I put my character close to it, it wants to do it. So it's being a pain. Let's bring it back on the workbench. Try to get that fixed so that it will run for me. Check all the colors. That's fine. That's turning fine there. Trying to see what I could do to make this. So one thing I can do is I started doing was this. Grab this, cut it. And if I make the arm longer on the lock, sometimes that's been giving it better behavior. So what I would do is then take this, cut that, we move it one forward, like so. And then I'll paint it while I'm here. I don't want symmetry on. All right, and then I want to add another block here. And we'll merge those together. The other thing is I wonder if this is interacting with the wall any, but so that should now turn. That's going to give it the longer the arm. It was coming out of here because of the length of the arm. It's actually pulling it towards us, end down. If it's right there, it could be clipping in. So sometimes that makes it a little bit better to come out. So let's try this. Again, on the jack stands, it's having no problem, but in the air, it's giving me grief. So we'll try this. I just want to make sure it cycles fine here. Cycle's fine. Main cycle fine. Let's go ahead and let's do gear track extension. So we had gear extension problems last time. You notice we don't have gear extension problems now. So I think that was part of the issue. So let's hopefully that fixes it. Fingers crossed. So let's, I'm definitely not gonna click that complete yet because it's being a pain. You see it's still doing that thing where it fills one tank all the way full. Gear position for transit, that's fine. Fix that. Starboard main coming in and out, I fixed that. Main wheel locks maybe, that, nope. So tail wheels, to be determined if that is actually a problem and if that's actually working or not. So I have to figure that out. I'm just kind of reformatting this here really quick. All right. Let's see. Add needle is something I wanted to do on there. So let's do that. Let's go ahead and save. Oh, no, don't do that. Let's go ahead and bring this back on the workbench. Let's go ahead and save this as something. So I want to save it as I'm working on avionics. So I'm going to go to my avionics. Save that. Now I want to go, I'm going to open up, doesn't matter, but the cormorant's fine. And so I'll look for my needle here that does my ADF needle. And so that is going to be time heading hold to bearing. That is ADF direction to waypoint is 3. So that is channel 2. So let's go ahead and find that in there. So where are you at here? That goes. So that's going there, this is going there, this is going right here. So this is by bearing panel. So that will be right there, bearing panel F, and then we'll grab it, and this is going to be channel 2 is the readout for that. So panel right here, channel 2. What is channel 1? I think it's actually this one here, input 1. Okay, what is that? That's ETA, yes, so something's up with this here. I have to look at it. It should be this one here. That's what I'm thinking it should be here. Input 1 to panel. Input 1 to panel. Let's check it. So where is it at? Nope. What are you? 3. That's 2. What is that? 3. These are all funky, but that's 2 is ADF direction to waypoint. ADF direction to waypoint. 4 is bearing. Where the hell is it? This one here. Nautical miles. So let's check it really quick. Let's spawn it. Put a waypoint in here. So I just want something close. So we're facing this way. So I want just something right off the side here, like there. And this is often why I have the waypoint on, is right there. 3D waypoint. You see it's right there. Let's go ahead and jump on the cormorant and check it out. I think I know which formula it has to be, but I just want to double check here. All right, let's go ahead and enter that in. And that's the ADF direction waypoint. That's pointing in the right direction. Yeah, so that's the right one right there. I just don't know why it's reading the way it's reading. Why it's on the channel it's on. It's 3. 3 is channel 2, all right. What do I have on 4? Okay, so that's on channel 2. Oh, you know what it is? I bet this doesn't start on that channel. Yeah, it starts on channel 2. Okay, yep, that's correct. So it's this formula. That's all I need to know. That's no wonder I was confused. Okay. So that's good. Let's go ahead and that's an easy fix. So find where I put the bearing 2 panel here. Let's see. This is going to have to then go to the avionics panel. So gyros, PFD, lights, turn coordinator, bearing panel. All right, so it's this one right here. Bearing micro out. I need to go to, what's that? That's start channel 32, start channel 15. Anything else feeding this? AP pass through, which I don't know what's going out to AP pass through. I have plenty of space. Do I? No, I don't. Let's see, bearing micro out, AP pass through, FLIR. Let me just double check the AP pass through. I need to see what I'm sending through there. So I need to be able to send a channel out. So I could put it on a different channel is all I really need to do. But I'm going to see where it is. AP pass through is where AP pass through. What channels am I using on AP pass through? AP pass throughs there. Let's see my out panels here, right? See what I have for AP pass through. Cat screaming. So this should be all my autopilots. So I can't use 2. I'll just use something high. No, what is it using? It's using, I think, 10 through 15 maybe. I think I wrote them down. I wrote them down 9 through 14, so I should be able to use channel. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be channel 2, but I'll check what the panel is. I know I'm probably making no sense, but makes sense in my head. So this one right here is 3. 3 is 15. I can't use 15. I can use 15, maybe. I just need to change this number is essentially the long and the short of it. What are you running to? What are you running to? You're running 21. You're running 8 up 21. Yeah, so it's running to channel 28. So I have high numbers available as well. So I can either do 15 or a high number for this one. All right. So that's fine. That works. Just need to figure it out what channel to run it on. All right. So what are we running? Running channel 32 there. We have channel 15 here. So I'm running something off 15. Why am I running something off 15? That's 15 there. What am I running off channel 15 is the question. All right. Those are running out there. I have a bunch of extra channels. I just need to try to figure out which one I want here. So bear with me a moment. 15 is sending, okay, so this is going to run, this is running out to operate whether I'm using the bearing or I'm running the radio. So I need those. See what channel 14's doing. Might be able to run channel 14. Channel 14 is probably that. Yeah, so I can't run 14. What are these on? That's running up to channel 18. I could do any of the ones that have button people, always like, oh, you can do 32 and 32. Yeah, I know, but the reason I do it this way is if I ever want to just switch a button for a gauge, I don't have to redo the number scheme. I can keep the number scheme the same. So what I'm going to do here is I have up to 28, so I'm going to make this 29. So that will be 29. All right, and so that's going to be my needle. So I need, what is it? ADF direction. That's going to be a dial. That's going to be negative 120 to 120. Okay. I just know that from setting it up before. So 29 is the name of the game here. So I need to do 29 there. All right. And then this will go to there. That will give me my new ADF needle. Let's test it. All right, so we have the same waypoint. Again, the needle should point the same way as the cormorant just did. Enter it in. Nope, you're not working, are you? All right, that's not working yet. All right, what the hell? All right, I figured what the hell's wrong with that then. Oh, it needs to go through the avionics, I think, but it should be. Huh. Let me see what I'm doing here. Bearing micro out goes to bearing micro out. It's going back to the autopilot panel. Bearing micro out is going back to the autopilot panel. Okay, I need to see where the so it should be autopilot panel is going. AP pass-through is going through. What's going to avionics? Prop panel goes to avionics. Master panel goes to avionics. Avionics 4, avionics 3, avionics 2. RPM panel. Okay, so I have no avionics going there, so that's fine. I can run. Let's go ahead, go. Let's do composite input bearing panel. Bearing panel, okay. Where you at? You should be down here somewhere, I think. I started trying to move these so they're not right in the way. Where the hell is it? Where's the new node? Where the hell is the new node? I've been moving them lately so that I don't get that node problem here, right here. So that I'm going to move this whole stack here so that when I put in a new node, it will pop up right here and then it'll be out of the way. All right, so we have bearing panel. Let's see, where are we at? RPM panel there. We have doot. So that's 17, 18. That's 21, 22, 23, 24. That's 28. That's an on-off. It's 13, 14, 9, and 10. Okay, good. So that's pretty simple. Let's go like this. Control CV. Let's go 29. One channel. Go there. Bearing panel. And then what am I reading this out on? 29. So that will hook like that. I don't even need to do that. I should be able to just do this here because it's pre-read. So let's go like that. All right, that should read it there. Let's go update that. Let's try it now. You know what? It would be helpful if you actually connected the composites, ding dong. Did not connect my composites, so that would do it every day of the week. So we need bearing out. Needs to go here to bearing panel. Let's go and hit it. So going through the avionics. This is kind of my new method, and I think this is gonna be better. Is actually making an avionics microcontroller. ADF directional waypoints. Wait, not entered in yet. Let's enter it in. Bingo. It's pointing to where it needs to go. So that waypoint moves. So right now, see how it's, so we're headed, we're there. Bearings over here. Needles showing over there. Let's put the needle straight ahead of us. Right here. Let's enter it in. Needle straight up and down, as you can see. Let's move it to the left. Enter it in. Needle's pointing to the left. Bingo. All right, so that works now. So we now have our ADF needle. So ADF direction. You ignore this. You don't need to read that. If I get this number to read correctly, that would be great, but I don't really need it. I use this number down here. So I just need the needle to point. The number is irrelevant on this. It's where the needle's pointing. That's good. And I definitely don't want this to be a, so again, like people, get tons of comments. So like, you can run 32 channels of essentially reads of gauges, and then you can run 32 channels of buttons. The reason I don't do it is, again, I'm going to trade this one out for a button just so that I don't have a gauge next to it, or I might do an indicator or something. And so I don't have to change the number that way. So it makes it a little easier. And then when I need to, I can screw with the numbers, but it's a deliberate action. All right, so that's good. Let's go ahead and bring this in the workbench. One thing that's been kind of annoying me is that keypad I was just touching. I'm trying to do things. Okay, it is lit, so it's not backlit. So backlight here goes to avionics. So that was all that was a backlight issue. I wish I could change the backlight on the gear indicator, but I can't. So right there, 3. I wish I could set that up for backlight on switch, but I can't. So I'm not going to complain about it. All right, so that is good. Let's go ahead. Let's do 4 here. I'm just going to select that as none for now. If I pick a dial, okay, good. It gives me back the same information if I go to none. So I'm just going to clear that out for now. That will tell me I need to figure something out for it. All right, good. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to color these. I have them as no color at the moment. I do want them additives as I could probably do greens, I think. So that's just so that I know that I'm on crossfeed. Again, I'm having issues that I don't know I'm on crossfeed or not, so I want that to be fixed. See what else would be interesting to do in this. Let's work on the interior a little bit more. I was getting into an issue where I couldn't do some of the missions because I don't have the equipment to do it. So, trying to think, maybe this tail section for some of my equipment. I kind of want an equipment locker if I'm going to do that. I think how I add this in. Let's do a door. Let's see here. Let me check something quickly before I do anything. Symmetry's off. Symmetry's off. Okay. Okay, that's nothing. Perfect. 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 Kind of see. I'm just seeing what I have in here. Yeah, I kind of want to see. This is. I don't like this in the way, so I kind of want to hide that a little bit better. So this will work. All right. Let's see what I'm doing there in a second. All right. So grab this. So this is just going to be equipment in there. And that also hides that a little bit better there. It adds a little point of interest here, a little bit, instead of a big flat, useless wall, have kind of an equipment locker here. And a little piece of interest, and then I don't have this kind of glaring, that's part of this right here, so it sticks in and looks kind of gross, so that, that kind of balances the staircase a little bit, and then, and then what I can do with this here is just do this, as kind of part of the stairs. There, that works well there. I like that. Okay. And it just kind of hides that little nub that had to be sticking out there. And then let's go in here and so right here up against there, I can do all sorts of equipment. So let's see what I want for equipment. I want torches. Both of both varieties. We'll put this welder in, put a underwater welder in, try to have everything that I need for different types of missions here. I go right there actually. And a water welder. Change the color of that later. All right, what else do we need equipment-wise? Put a fire X in there. I think 2 probably. Where's the door stop? Right there. I'll test it opening up, see if I can get 4 across and still be able to reach them. See what else I need here. Firefighter clothing. Takes up a hell of a lot of space. See what else do we need? Do a couple med kits. And what else should go in here? Flashlight. Trying to fill it out and then I can always change it over later. Just a couple more health kits in here for now. Probably end up putting most of the health equipment in the hips anyway. But whatever. I'm just gonna fill it out for now. I'm not gonna be too precise. I can go back and as I need things, I can fix them or change them. You devil, get out of there. All right, good. So that's where that needs to be. All right, let's check it. This should make this a little bit more utilitarian. Perfect, so I can get to everything here, so I put the first aid kit backwards, but yep, so that gives me a little bit of an equipment locker there. I like that. That's nice to have. Let's see, what else do I need to do? So needle, I can cross that off the list. I'm not gonna cross off fixed tail wheel until I know that's fixed. Let's go ahead and let's try to I'll bring this back to the workbench. I'll delete the jack stands. See if there's a mission we can do. I'm trying to make sure I have a little bit of mission in there. Symmetry, 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 the devil. There you go. Oh, wow, I hate it when I do that and I kind of flick the camera around. There we go. All right, let's save this as interior decorating. All right, let's go ahead and I'm not going to... let me do this really quick here. These need to be set to... See, I'm trying to see which ones I want them as. Visually, I'm trying to get them look more like aircraft tires, so probably high speed would be the aircraft tire look. It's closest. None of them really look like aircraft tires, but try high speed, see what I think of those. These tend to be my favorite look, at least. Grip's going to 99%. I'm going to grip these out. You know, smooth tires, smooth rounded tires for aircraft would be nice. All right, let's go ahead and we'll save this as interior decorating. Let's go ahead and open up the XML of that. All right. And let's find it. Interior decorating. Let's go ahead and grip factor 0.99. Huh. All right, you're going to be paying now? Where's grip? That's gripper. Where the hell are my tires here? 0.99. Okay, what the hell is that all about? Might have to put the wheels in individually. I can't move them though once they're in. Huh. Grip factor. Okay, it was being annoying. It was making it so I had to have all of it or else it didn't like it. So I'm going to do replace Grip factor 5 is excessive, I think. Let's do 2. 5 is good for like construction vehicles, and then I'll replace all. All right, so that should have my grip. See, it's changed there. That has that fixed. Let's go ahead and save that. And then that should get us to where we now have better grip on the main. So that should hopefully, the brakes should work better now. No tire smoke. Hopefully, we'll see. All right, so let's that's saved up already. Let's go ahead and normally I just sleep in a bed to get that time accelerated in the craft, but the issue is going to be the it will probably jitter in the hangar. With the increased grip, it jitters less. But let's take a nap. Let's see if I can get a mission I can do here. I don't want to go do a repair mission. Black and white helicopters, mechanical failures. Okay, let's look at this one. I don't have a transponder locator in there yet. Okay, let's do this. Bring it back up. Let's put the transponder locator in, and then I think we'll call it a video. So I want to look in here, see where. I'm actually not. Don't have a ton of space. There are. There's one there. I think transponder locator will fit in one block, so that's fine. Let's go. Did I make that? Did I do the smart thing and make that a? I did. Transponder locator and sender. I already have the microcontroller in there. The panel is. I have everything I need except the panel. Okay. Let's go ahead and do this. So what do I have over here? I have tail lights. Where could it go? What is this here? It can't go there anyway, but that's something anyway. See, I would like it there, but it can't go there. Where to go? Where to go? Put it right here on the FO side. I can still reach it by the left seat, but I can reach across, so. That will go right there. All right. And then let's see, logic. This needs to be backlit from the avionics master. This needs to be powered by here. I need to connect, I need to find the transponder. It's a pretty small panel. Don't tell me I deleted it and now I have to go back to bring it in again. Not the end of the world anyway. Looks like I didn't bring it in. Okay. So let's save this really quick as avionics backup. And we'll bring in the transponder locator. What? No, I didn't put an R in there. No wonder. Okay. Did not put the R in there, so that would be why. Thought I had already put this in, but I don't see the panel, so let's go ahead and I have the panel now, so I don't need another one. Go to you. You come back. There. It's all connected. Electricity should be good. I have a buzzer already in there. That's going to be probably for something else, so. Rather not add 1,000 buzzers, but I might put a master buzzer controller in there that controls my buzzers a little bit better. But I've yet to do that. What? You gotta be kidding me here. When I put that in, I deleted it out. So let's go to This is annoying, dude. That's annoying. All right. Oh my god, if I could figure out what keys to click, we'd be in good shape here. I'm all flustered now. All right. This should be pre-fixing that. Copy. Okay, good. Get rid of GD symmetry. There we go. Delete that. Bring in transponder locator. All right. All right. Stick this in there, and let's see if we can actually make some forward progress. So now we know we have this in here, and when we want to do a transponder mission, we can go do it. So, all right, that's good. Electricity, let's not forget some of these things. I need to do backlight off the avionics master. These can go places, so this can go, probably stick on the tail maybe. Nope. That could go there. Not opposed to it there. It's kind of a good, actually won't fit here. It's, I'm at the end of the build area, so if I go like that, as you see, it says, nope, you can't have it. Let's just figure a spot for this here. I'm gonna try to put it somewhere in the ceiling that's not gonna cause me issues here. So I have to make sure I don't punch a light out. That's the only thing I have to worry about. So right there is fine. How? How on what planet when you select this color? I'm selecting this color, ding dong. Give it to me. It's super annoying when it doesn't do your clicks. Getting annoying having to click it 3 or 4 times. Are you connected to anything here, SoundMaker? You're not right now. That's going to go to something else, but let's see what else I have on the ceiling there. Stick it right there. Okay. So now we'll have a transponder locator in there that gives us more mission type we can do, which is good. All right. And this can go in the wing. Right there, I think. All right, so that's good. That gets us that done. All right. All right, good. So I think made a little bit of forward progress on this. Get some of these things fixed that need fixing. Tail wheel, we'll have to check in air in flight to know if that's actually working for us. Let's go ahead and do avionics backup. All right, and so hopefully that is good to go. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.